Before I get into the video, if you are a returning viewer, be sure to stick around until this timestamp for some important announcements about the channel. New viewers are also welcome to listen on these announcements. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. In this video, I'll be showing you all how to use the new Venolen Venolen. I apologize for not being able to do a showcase on Venolen. I was trying to rally for a secret ability Vari for an offensive set, but my secret ability luck has been trashed lately, so I'm just going to be going over some sets instead. First, I'll go over the standard set that everyone is running on Venolen, which is a more stally set, but if you're not interested in using stall, then don't worry, I will go over a more offensive set for Venolen. So first up, we have a very clever set. The 200 health TPs is just to maximize Venolen's overall health, and the even HP lets Venolen heal more with Health Amulet, which is the preferred item to run on Venolen. If your Health Amulet slot isn't open, you could also run Volcanic Ash or Heavy Shackles if you want to run Barter instead of Dodge. If you pair the 200 health TPs with 192 ranged defense TPs, you can live 2 hits from a Tone Deaf Mutun's Raging Howl with very smart 200 range attack TPs and Typeless Essence. If you like to use gummies and want to buy less TP resets, you can just do 200 range defense TPs and change 104 range attack TPs to 96 range attack TPs. 4 energy TPs lets Venolen have 250 energy in level 50 battles before waiting or resting. This lets you use 1 Rejuvenate, 3 Adaptive Assaults, 2 Poisons, and 1 Dodge. The ability of choice here is Devious to bypass Stratosaur's Toxic Filter, which would otherwise wall you. Although I will warn you that if the Stratosaur is holding Mysterious Dust, then it will beat Venolen in a 1v1 most of the time. Another reason for running Devious, however, is that it can also bypass Terraclaw's Slick Shell, so your Adaptive Assaults will be doing more damage to it. The moves are self-explanatory. It's your typical Poison, Rejuvenate, Dodge set with 1 damaging move. If you're running Health Amulet, you're always going to want to run Dodge because if you poison the opposing Loomian, then just using 1 Dodge is a free turn of dealing damage to your opponent while also healing Venolen up. You also have the option to run Mud Spatter over Rejuvenate if you value coverage more than recovery, although the only coverage you're going to get from Mud Spatter is being able to hit toxic types for more damage. If you run Barter, you can run Volcanic Ash since most swap-ins to Venolen are going to be melee attackers, and a burn will cripple any melee attacker that swaps in, but Heavy Shackles works too. Next up, we have a very robust set. I won't go into too much detail with this one since it functions the same way that a very clever set does, except for this set, it's for melee attackers. This set fully maximizes Venolen's melee defense with very robust, heavy armor, and maximum defense TPs. This lets it have a 2.7% chance of being 3-hit KO'd by Hunder, so most of the time you're going to be living 3 hits from Hunder. For this set, we're not running Dodge because we aren't running Health Amulet, and Mud Spatter lets you 2-hit KO Hunder. The 36 energy lets Venolen have 256 energy, which lets it use 2 Adaptive Assaults, 2 Poisons, 1 Rejuvenate, and 1 Mud Spatter. Finally, we have the Baneful Venolen set. Before I explain this set, I just want to say that if you're hoping for something viable in this offensive set, then you're better off using Baneful Gobidemic. Gobidemic just offers a lot more than Venolen at the moment in terms of an offensive set, but that doesn't mean that Venolen doesn't have its own advantages over Gobidemic. Venolen is much bulkier than Gobidemic and it has the ability to set up whereas Gobidemic doesn't. That being said though, Gobidemic gets access to much better moves such as Muck Blast, Air Blade, and Trip Root. The damage output you get from Venolen's Adaptive Assault is slightly under the damage output you get from Gobidemic's Muck Blast. But after 1 power focus, you're going to be dealing more damage than Gobidemic would unboosted. Mud Spatter is Venolen's other move and it lets you hit Loomians that resist toxic like Gobidemic and Diborg. 8 health TPs gives Venolen even health, which makes it heal more with Health Amulet, which is its only form of recovery. 128 speed TPs lets Venolen outspeed a very nimble Zulong after +2 from 2 stretches. The 4 energy and 200 range attack TPs are self-explanatory, and I dumped the rest of the 160 TPs onto range defense because you only want to set up against range attackers. Once a melee attacker swaps in, Venolen is out of there. Venolen does not want to take any melee hits whatsoever unless you fully maximize its melee defense with a very robust set. That's also the reason why this set runs Tender instead of Sluggish for its personality. Also, at +2 range attack, Venolen can OHKO Zulong when poisoned, which is pretty nice. So those are the sets, but wait, I've got some announcements to make. First of all, I made a new Discord server where you can talk about gimmicks and double strategies. But wait, there's more. We're going to be doing events, tournaments, and giveaways. Yay for free pets! But it doesn't end there. Currently, we're working on a very fun adventure for you all where you have to battle gyms, solve puzzles, and claim your rightful place as champion. Lastly, this is more of a community server rather than a server dedicated to my channel, meaning we have other cool stuff like Apex Legends, Smash Bros, and Mario Kart. The second announcement I have to make is that I am a part of a fun challenge hosted by Mob Mostly that will start on July 9th. For more information, click the link in the description which will explain what his summer challenge is all about. I've also included the Discord link to his challenge right below it. If you want to be a part of my team, all you have to do is let Mob Mostly know and he will assign you with me. That's all. See you all in the next one.